Once there was a poor widow who had 3 children. They lived in a small village where the mother worked, mending the clothes of her neighbors. She spent all day darning holes in socks, patching tears in shirts, and hemming trousers. It was a tiring job, and it seemed like every day there were more and more items to mend. The weather had started to turn cold, and snow was covering their little village like a beautiful blanket of diamonds. People were starting to put up their Christmas decorations and buying Christmas trees. Everything seemed to sparkle with wonder and excitement. The children were getting excited for Christmas too. Their mother tried her best to be happy, but she knew that this year she wouldn't be able to buy them any Christmas gifts. She didn't even have the time to put up the decorations or enough money to buy a tree. After coming home from church on Christmas Eve, the mother tucked her children into bed and decided she wanted to do at least something fun for her little ones on Christmas morning. She put on her big coat and her winter boots and went out into the cold night. While she walked through the small village, she saw all the beautiful lights coming from the houses of her neighbors. As she reached the edge of town, she found a group of small trees, and one of them would surely do to bring a little cheer to their home. She cut down the smallest one she could find and carried it back to the house. When she got home, she arranged the tree in the middle of the room. It looked a little sad without any decorations, but she didn't have time for decorations because she wanted to spend the rest of the night sewing gifts for her children. While she worked, she was being watched. Little did she know that she brought home more than just a Christmas tree. She also brought home a family of spiders living in its branches. The spiders could see this house looked a little different than the other houses in the village. There were no twinkling lights, no decorations, and no presents under this tree. They could see the mother working by the fireplace, trying to keep warm and stay awake to make 3 little dolls for her children. As she finished, she fell asleep in her chair. The spiders talked it over and decided they could help the poor mother bring a bit of cheer to Christmas morning. They too worked all night until everything was just right. When the children came downstairs in the morning, they stood in wonder at the sight of the tree in the middle of the room. Their mother awoke to oohs and ahs. She couldn't believe her eyes. The tree was covered in the most beautiful decorations they had ever seen. As the rising sun came through the windows, the tree was glowing with the silver strands of the spider's web. "This is the most beautiful Christmas tree ever!" shouted the kids. "Thanks, Mom!" They opened their gifts and played together next to their beautiful tree.